Well, it's a nice quiet Sunday in Cairns. Usually is very quiet. And just going to go and check out the new new Woolworths Safeway. God, I'm going back a few years there. The new Woolworths supermarket in Cairns Central. Check that out and see what it's like. I just got to get greens and stuff anyway, so it's a good day for a walk. Quiet day, not so much traffic. So I think it's a good idea to get out on Sundays and have a bit of a walk. I also need some tonic water for my G&Ts. And I've got to say, doing the old taste test, comparing, the normal gin that I buy, I honestly cannot understand why Bombay Sapphire costs more. I got it for $46, which is fairly cheap for it, but it really is charged at a premium price, and I don't think it's justified, to be honest. I think Beefeater's as good a gin, and you can get cheap Beefeater for around $40 at Murphy's and around $42 at First Choice. Considering I have to get a different bus ticket to go to Murphy's, in a way it works out better for me to buy at First Choice. So I must admit I have been using them more recently. I think they've got some very good specials, and they are more convenient for me than Murphy's, because I have to make a special trip on the bus to go up there. So Murphy's is good for beer. They've got some good discounts, if you remember, but overall I think if you're looking for specific items, especially like the Monteith dark beer, that's actually much cheaper at First Choice than Murphy's. So there are instances there where you're better off shopping locally, which is good. Not complaining, that's excellent. There's a bit of a breeze, I hope it's not too bad. I'm surprised I've got enough juice to even do this. I forgot to bloody charge the GoPro, so I better not talk any longer. I'll head off on a normal walk. You've seen it a million times, and to the supermarket, and I'll give you a report of what the new supermarket looks like. I'm going to take advantage of the pedestrian crossings to take a different route into Woolworths, considering it's right down there underground a bit. It's nice having a pedestrian crossing, so I'm going to go follow that guy, and we're going to go. It runs parallel to where the railway station is, where the platform is. So he's going to walk down the road, but I'm going to walk down the footpath, and wonder if I'll see any loonies today. There was some chick, I think she was on ice or something the other day, so I don't know. But it is the railway platform, so it doesn't get used very often, but it goes a fair way. And this is where I couldn't get the bus the other day. It wouldn't pick me up. But if you want to get a train, presumably the trains will stop and actually take you down to Brisbane. So that's good to know. Or up to Coranda. That's the more popular one probably, that runs twice a day. Anyway, I'll continue on, get into the belly, Cairns Central, and pick up some more produce. Well, I found Woolworths. It's right up the end, up top floor, and it's very much catering towards family purchases. They don't have a dedicated couple of people doing small purchases, which like they do in the other store, which I prefer. Also, it's really crowded, and the people just yakking in the aisles. It's annoying because they're wider aisles, but people sort of hang around the aisles having a yak to one another like it's a social meeting place rather than just doing the shopping. So that was a worry. I got what I needed. The girl in the checkout was quite nice, probably a school student, but I think maybe Sundays are not the best day to do the shopping. I might avoid it. It's very crowded. The weekend in general I think I'll avoid from now on, over here anyway. It's a different feel with the other Woolworths, which is in the centre of town near the tourist district. It's got a totally different feel, so it's worth checking out. I guess I'll go back there, but not only during the week, and hopefully it won't be as It didn't take that long to actually get through the checkout, but it's just that there you have people buying huge amounts of groceries. I think most of the bills would be over $100 going on what I saw people buying. A lot of people here. Must be a bus about to leave the regional part of town. This is deserted when I came down here, so I guess it only gets busy when the buses are here. So, is it gone? I guess it will say on the front Atherton. There you go. If you want to go to Atherton, that's where you get the bus. Good to know if you ever want to go there. I don't. Now maybe it's marginally cooler than here, that's about it. It's pretty much a one-horse town. Oh, it's a bit unfair. It's got a couple of pubs. It's not big though. It's just your regional town. The Atherton Tablelands. So, yeah, but the heat really hit me when I walked out of Cairns Central. The aircon there's pretty good, and the contrast is quite stark. At least this is a bit of a shortcut getting out, because I don't have to go all the way around there. You know, that sort of takes longer actually. So if you're going to Woolworths right down the end, this is the most convenient way to get there. And you get yourself a pedestrian crossing as well, thrown in as a bonus. So that's pretty nice. There's very few of them up here. Yeah, got the first bus okay, 12:15, which is pretty well spot on. Trouble is now I'm looking at the board there, I've got to get the 100s. I think the last one is the one I need. It's actually the the second one, the Palm Cove one. Actually, yeah, going to wait 13 minutes anyway, so doesn't matter. I'll still have a bit of extra time to do a very short walk around the esplanade before going into my appointment, so that'll be good. Yeah, like I say, very warm today. Good for FNQ weather, very warm and humid. I think the banana plants over there, they'll be doing quite nicely this weather. Here we go. Now this is my bus. It's going all the way to Palm Cove. Really long trip, the longest trip in Cairns. So I'm just going to go to where the hospital is and head to the low-flying plane. It's all happening. Yeah, there's a bit of a breeze, so it doesn't feel too bad actually, but gee, it was hot at the bus stop, the main bus stop. Yeah, like I say, there's a bit of a breeze at the moment, which is taking a bit of the sting out of it, so that's good. Hopefully get over the other side and get to look at the esplanade, where the main part of the hospital, just at the end of it. And get a bit of greenery. Actually, look at this hospital would have to be in one of the nicest locations of any hospital I've ever seen. It's right on the banks of the esplanade, so it's very attractive. Very windy here, so might be a bit better when I get around the corner. So look, there's a few cafes and things where a lot of the staff hang out down here, I think, and then there's the esplanade. Oh, you can feel the heat off the asphalt of the road. It's a warm one, all right. Oh, picturesque car park, if there is such a thing. And there's the hospital, where I actually stayed one night, and I've got to say the food was excellent. Very healthy, and probably the best hospital food I've ever had. I'll cut it right across here. This is well watered, although we've had a fair bit of rain. We had a big dump of rain just about 24 hours ago, I think. So it's been a very wet summer. Yeah, so this is the esplanade. Pretty quiet. It is lunch hour, so you think there'd be a few people out and about, but not. I don't know if there's any sand there at the moment. Depends whether the tide's in or not. A bit of kitsch architecture, sculpture, mollusk, if you're into that sort of thing. As I say, there's a bit of sand, but it's pretty swampy around here, and actually where I'm living was a swamp originally. So yeah, there's a few clouds back there, so I could get a bit more rain. Anything's possible, but isn't it a wonderful sort of position for the hospital? It's in a really nice location. So if you're going to be sick, you might as well be sick in Cairns, I say. If you're going to be sick, you're going to be hospitalised. I don't know if that's Yorkie's Knob right up there at the corner there. It curves around a fair way. I haven't really checked out Yorkie's Knob. I suppose what I should do is get a bus and just check out the whole beach area just out of interest. Haven't been to Palm Cove yet either. I've been through it, but I haven't actually stopped off there and checked it out. It's quite pleasant here. It's a bit of a breeze, but not great for YouTubing, but quite good. So yeah, apart from the outflow pipes, it's actually quite a nice location. Yeah, if I had my my electric scooter operating, I could burn up and down this. It's quite good, especially at the moment, it's so quiet. In tourist season you get a lot of people wandering around, but no, not at the moment. Yeah, those clouds look a bit ominous. There's a little lookout. There's not really much to look out at around here. I mean, it's a shame it's not deeper. I suppose they could dredge it, I guess, if they really wanted to. I mean, the sand looks all right, but the water's just so low level. It's just good for birds and crabs and other beasties. Not really good for recreation as such. The marina's just down there. That's quite nice. I haven't been down there for a while either. It's funny, I'm living in this city, but I haven't really explored much recent times, but I haven't been feeling great, so I'm on the up and up, and so I'm planning on getting out more. Oh, I found out today one of my shares took a hell of a pounding. It's not pleasant when that happens. I think it was around $20 a share, and it dropped down to 15, or it wasn't even dollars actually, I think it was 15 cents. It was Experience, which is the locally based tourist operator, and they've taken a huge hammering because of COVID. I actually had to get rid of my Village Roadshow shares as well. They were acquired by another company, and I took a slight loss on those because of that. So yeah, the COVID has affected me. I'll go down this little pathway here. It looks quite nice, just shaded, and then just head back towards the hospital. They've got some plaques there. Okay. Number of plaques. I wonder if they're burying people here. This is a little mini cemetery or something. I don't recall seeing this before. Got cars coming from both ends. Great. As usual, roadworks, footpath works. You get used to that up here. Yeah, look at that. I wonder if that was the water caused that. It looks like it just collapsed, like a little mini sinkhole. Oh, they're actually doing work there, maybe. Oh, they're doing it there as well, so it's obviously all planned. Looked like a bit of a mini sinkhole. But like I say, it's typical, you can't walk along the footpaths up here, even though they're wider and not like Vietnam with bikes and everything. There's so much council works taking place that it's hard to tell. Yeah, imagine the tourism industry is doing pretty tough here, going on the share price dive of my share. There was no notification why they dived. Someone just dumped a lot of shares in them. It's not nice. Got a few dud shares on my portfolio I'd love to get rid of. they were half price of what I paid them before that happened, so it's really made it even worse. So not a great Monday as far as the market's concerned, but if you can't handle risk, don't get involved in the market. Combank shares have gone to an all-time high again since COVID, by the looks of things. But I don't really want to sell them because they provide me with income with dividends, which I think will be a bit better. The higher they go, the better chances there'll be a juicy dividend coming, which will be nice. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great.